Hello everyone. Sadi Carnot devised an ideal engine in which there is no loss of energy. Its efficiency is 100%. It is an ideal engine because it can't be realized in practice because there is no any heat engine in practice which converts all the heat into work, and that is why efficiency is not 100%. Carnot devised an ideal heat engine. Just I told you that it can't be realized in practice. It consists of main four things. First, source. You can see here. Source. Source. This is your source. Block diagram. Source. Its thermal capacity is infinite. Means any amount of heat can be given to this or can be taken to this. Actually, it will not take it will give heat. Source means which will supply heat, but temperature will not change. That is why we say that it has infinite thermal capacity. This is your sink. Sink receives heat. Its thermal capacity is also infinite. Means any amount of heat it will receive. Its temperature is T2, will remain T2. Not more than this, not less than this. Okay, this is the cylinder. This is the main part. This is a piston cylinder in which working substance. Okay, here bottom is perfectly conducting so that heat exchange can take place, but this portion means wall is perfectly non-conducting. Okay, and piston can go up and down frictionless freely, means no friction. Stand, this is the stand. So this is about construction or main parts of this. Okay, now here working substance which is here is imagined to go through a cycle of 4 processes known as the Carnot cycle. Suppose in the initial state pressure is P1. Here pressure is P1, volume is V1. Okay, in figure this is a PV diagram. This is starting point P. It has initial pressure P1, volume V1. Okay, and it works in 4 steps. It completes its cycle in 4 steps. Okay, so first step is, what is the first step? In the first step, cylinder is placed in contact of source. As we know, source is at high temperature and piston is, suppose we try to explain. Let us try to understand through this figure. I am trying to explain. This is a gas, piston is here. Actually, when in first step, source and this cylinder in contact, this piston is allowed to move up very slowly. Okay, the piston goes upside very slowly. So process is isothermal, means gas is allowed to expand isothermally. pressure will decrease, volume will increase. Volume increases, pressure decreases, but temperature will not change. Why? Because source is at higher temperature, it has infinite thermal capacity, so it will give heat to this. And without any change in temperature, the gas expands and this state is reached, A to B. Now, just half portion here. Suddenly, this piston, this cylinder comes in contact of stand. So, step 2. In the first step, process is isothermal, so work done is equal to RT1 log V2 by V1. V2, this is your V2, this is your V1. This formula already you have learnt in 11th class. So this is and this one is area. In the second step, the cylinder is now removed from the source and placed on the stand. Stand neither gives heat nor takes heat. It is perfectly insulating. So now it's one change is here. Gas is allowed to expand suddenly, so that temperature falls from T1 to T2, pressure suddenly decreases, volume suddenly increases, and the process is adiabatic. In the adiabatic, work done is RT1 minus T2 by gamma minus 1. And this step you can see in figure. This is isothermal, this is adiabatic. Now step 3. Now piston is allowed to move downward and it is placed in contact of sink. So first step source, second stand, and third it is in contact of sink. Again the gas is compressed isothermally. So slowly pressure will increase, volume will decrease. Okay, pressure will increase, volume will decrease, but again the process is isothermal. So temperature will not change. Temperature is T2 means T2. So this is your step 3. In the step 3, okay, now step 3. Work done is equal to R. This is isothermal work done. Work done is equal to this much. In step 4, the cylinder is removed from sink and placed again stand. Fourth step, it is placed again on the stand. So, and gas is compressed suddenly, so temperature will increase and it reaches in initial state, means it comes from again here. So this is this was the starting point. So it one cycle, second, third, fourth. These two are isothermal, these two are adiabatic. And in adiabatic equation is this. Here net work done is equal to this one. These two equal and opposite, these two equal and opposite. Okay. So here net work done is equal to this one. Now we are going to calculate efficiency. Efficiency is calculated by the formula work done by the supplied heat. Work done means how much heat source has given to the gas Q1, how much heat is returned from the gas to the sink Q2. So work done is equal to Q1 minus Q2 by Q1, 1 minus Q2. And this is the Q1, Q2 and Q1. You can see here. Q1 is the work done. This one, this formula, and Q2 is the work done. This one. With the help of these two formula, I have taken here. This one is the formula. Now, since the points Okay. Since these 2 points are same isothermal, these 2 points, so we may write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. These 2 points are on the same adiabatic, so we may write P2 V2 is equal to P3 V3 gamma. These two are at the same isothermal, so we may write, and likely fourth step, and we multiply all these 4 equations. The left side, right, and if you multiply on solving, you will get this. So gamma power is same, so we may write simply V2 V4 V3 V1. So V2 V4 V3 V1. Now V3 V4 this side, V1 is taken to this side, we get this equation. If once this ratio is obtained, we take the help of this. So these two are equal. You can see here V3 by V4 is equal to V2 by V1. So we come here, these two are equal. So after cancellation, it will be 1 minus T1 by T2. This is T2. Now it will be, and this is the efficiency of Carnot engine. Actually, once again I am saying that this is an ideal heat engine because its efficiency is 100%. In practice, no any heat engine has efficiency. Maximum efficiency 30%, 35%. So this is ideal heat engine because there are certain conditions, just like I want to mention in finite thermal capacity, which is not possible. Once friction, there is no friction. If piston moves inside the cylinder, it is said that there should be no friction. It is not possible. So this is the ideal, not it is theoretical, practical, it is not possible. So thank you.